Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Avinash, and in this video, I'm going to explain how we can run a simple Node.js application from an Amazon EC2 instance. Okay, so to run this Node.js, I'm going to launch an EC2 instance first. I'm going to connect to the EC2 instance. Then I'm going to create a simple index.html and I'm going to deliver it. So first, as a first thing, I'm going to launch an EC2 instance. So I already logged into my AWS account and I'm launching an instance. If you don't know how to launch an EC2 instance, please refer instance launch video that available in our YouTube channel. I'll also share that in our video description. So click on launch instance and give a name. So node.js demo is the name I'm giving, and I'm going to take Amazon Linux 2 AMI. Okay, so you can use different Linux flavors also like a Red Hat or Ubuntu, just small command changes, right? But process is almost similar. So I'm going to take a free tier eligible one called T2 Micro, and I'm going to use a key pair. And here I'm going to launch this instance in my default VPC. I have enabled public access and public IP address also enable. The application I'm delivering, I can access by using this public IP address. Also, there is an option called security group that act as a firewall at instance level, and I'm opening port number 22, that is nothing but SSH anywhere from the world, or I can set it to my IP, that is more secured. And this HTTP traffic also required. Why? Because I'm going to deliver my web page via port number 80, so that is nothing but HTTP. Right, then scroll down, 8 gigs is okay. I'm going with GP2, then click on launch instance. I have launched an EC2 instance now, so I want to get connected to this instance, so then I can do the installation part. Okay, so the instance is in pending state. Let this state change to running. All right, this instance is in running state. Let's grab this instance public IP address to get connected to. We have multiple options to get connect. So you can click on this connect option. You can directly use this browser option to connect. Another option is you can use your command prompt, or you can use GitHub terminal and all. So I'm using my terminal. SSH space hyphen I, my key pair, then EC2 hyphen user at the rate my public IP address. This command will allow us to get connected to this EC2 instance. All right, I got connected to this instance and sudo space su, clearing the screen by pressing Control L. Right, so now I already working as a root user. If I want to install, so I can use this minstall node.js, right? And it is saying like no package available, nothing to do, right? So basically we have to configure a repository. Once that repository is configured, then only we can install. All that commands I have added to a GitHub repository. So I'll share this repository URL also in our video description. So first, let me copy this command and let me paste this here. Right, so basically this command is going to get the required repositories into my EC2 instance. Okay, so then once that repository configuration is completed, we can go ahead with the installation part. All right, so that is now completed. It took some time, right? So once this process completed, we can run this command sudo yum install -y node.js to install the node.js within this EC2 instance. You can copy that command and you can paste it here. Otherwise, yeah, I already gave that command here. You can use that as well. So once installation is completed, I'm going to verify the installed version. I'm going to copy this so you can use these commands like a node space -v and npm -v. So this is installed node version. This is package manager version. Okay, so the node installation is now completed. Okay, so now next what? So we have to create a server.js file, and whenever you are running that server.js, basically it is going to do all the required activities from where we need to pick the content, what protocol it need to use. So if you observe this specific script, so this script creates a simple HTTP server. It listens on port number 80 and it is going to read the content from index.html file, and it serves it as a response when any client accessing the server. So when someone is giving this instance public IP address, this index.html file is going to deliver. So the server respond with a content type, either it may be an text or HTML content, and it also include length of that response in header, and also all the server log indicates whether it is running or not here on the defined port number. So I'm running it on port number 80. So if you want to change it to different port number like a 3000 or 5000, any port number, so you can define that here, you can modify accordingly. So now let me create this server.js first. I'm using Vim editor. Server.js is the name I'm giving. I'm pasting that same content here. Press escape colon WQ to write and quit. Give ls server.js is here. All right, so now I need an index.html file to deliver the content, right? So for that, I have a simple index.html. That's my actual web content. So I have a web page with this learnaws.co.in. So the same web content I'm also using there for this demonstration purpose. So let me copy all this content and I'm going to give vim index.html, press I. So then I'm giving that web content, press escape colon WQ. All right, that index.html also here. So now the next step is we need to install the required dependencies or packages, right? So let's copy this command npm install. So this npm install will do multiple things like it is going to uh, look for the dependencies. It is also going to create package.log file and all. So yeah, it required to install dependencies in simple. So if we have any, so in my script, I don't have, okay. So it created a file like a package log.json in the same location. If you are giving ls, you can see this package-log.json also created here. Okay, so now next we have to run this node server.js. So basically we are running it as an interactive method whenever you are running this, right? So it is showing like the server is running on this local host and port number 80. So if you want to access this from within the network EC2 instance, you can give http colon slash slash private IP address colon 80. Otherwise, you can as this is an EC2 instance, we got a public IP address, right? So we can simply use that EC2 instance public IP address, give that here. Also, you can give colon 80 also. And important thing is, make sure this EC2 instance security group is open with port number 80. So now the required web page is delivering. All right. So again, if I press Control C, that is an interruption command, right? So if I go here, if I give a refresh, again the website is not working. Okay. We have some issues whenever we are running in this method. So whenever we are running node space server.js, it is running right. So, but it is going to use this terminal to run the process. So if you want to make it as if you want to run this as a detached mode, so we can use some services like PM2. So this PM2, by using PM2, we can run multiple Node.js applications. Also, we can monitor if any code changes happen. Also, we can automatically reload. Okay, so the problem with this interactive method is, see, you have to, whenever you are running this, I'm just running this node server.js right now. Server is running on this. So if I want to test, I can grab this public IP address. I can give it, and it is running on port number 80. Even if I give colon 80, it is delivering. So, but when I press Control C, you see this? Now it is, I have stopped it forcefully by pressing Control C, stop that service, and this website is gone. Okay, so to overcome this issue, we have an option called PM2. So first, we have to install that. For installing also in the same repository, I have given the commands. So I'm running this npm install PM2. So now the installation is happening. So once installation completed, so we can list the services, we can even monitor. All right, the installation completed. So once installation is completed, we can run PM2, or we can use pm.bm space ls also to run. So I'm going to give PM2 ls, and you see, so currently no service is running here. So no Node.js application is running here. So what we can do, if I want to run something here, so instead of running like a node server.js, this time I'm going to use PM2. Okay, so I'm going to use start. So server.js is in this location. I'm going to give a name. So whenever this name, right, it's help us to, like, perform some operations like stop, restart, and all. We can use name, or we can use ID also. So I'm giving name. My iPhone app 1 is the name I'm giving. Click on enter. So now observe here, my app 1 is now running. The ID it allocated is 0. So in this location, so in current location, I have this server.js, right? So that server.js is now running, and PM2 is taking care about that. Okay, the ID is 0 and the name is this. So how we can test? Same as previous one. Earlier, whenever we gave this 80, right, now it is working again. So even, like, I can do remaining work, I can execute another commands. So now what are all the possible or useful commands? The first useful command is PM2 list or ls is one command, or you can use PM2 show. So then you can give like a ID or name. I'm giving 0. You see here, this is showing all the information related to the application I'm running. So what is the status, right? So where is the script path, where that error logs are going to store, right? And you can see how much the resource consumption, everything it is showing here. That is one useful command we will get with this PM2. Okay, so another one is PM2 reload. So whenever you are doing any modification, I can simply give PM2 reload 0, and I can click on enter. So now the environment is going to reload. If you want to stop, you can simply give PM2 stop. You can give name or ID. PM2 restart, you can use restart, name or ID also you can give. Also, you can run multiple things by using this PM2. Okay, so if you want to run this PM2 on a startup after rebooting this EC2 instance also, if you want to start this service, you can give PM2 startup. So whenever you give this PM2 startup, automatically it become as a logon service. So after reboot, okay, even after performing your stop and start also it runs. So to show you this in better manner, what I did, I have created a second app. So that's inside a folder called second app. Okay, so this actually here I have copied same file but with little index changes on this index.html. Let me open that server.js. So currently it is running on port number 80, right? So in the same EC2 instance, right, that our application one is running on port number 80. So I'm going to change it to port number 8080, press escape colon WQ. So now I decide to run this also from same EC2 instance. So what I can do, I am going to give PM2 start server.js hyphen name. So earlier, what name we have gave? Um, Earlier, I just forgot. I'm going to run this PM2 ls. Yeah, I have given name as my app1. So now I'm going to give my app2 as a name. So PM2 start server.js hyphen name. I'm going to call this as a my app 2. Okay, so then click on enter. So now it is running. So if you are giving PM to ls, you can observe this is my application 1, and you see that ID is 0. Now the second application also running, the ID is 1. So now even like I have multiple applications here, at some point of time I want to monitor the resources. So I can use a command called PM2 monit. So whenever you're using this PM2 monit command, you see here, whenever we select application one, it is going to show us like what is the uptime from what time onwards it is up, and what is utilization, resource utilization. We can verify that here. So whenever you are giving escape, automatically you will come out from that monitoring window. Okay, so you can even verify logs also. For example, you want to see logs of one specific like application. So PM2 logs. If you want to verify logs of my application 0 or application 1, we can give. It is going to show the logs we have here. Okay, so you see, this is what the output we got whenever we run. So that basically written to the log. So again, how we can access this application too? So for that, you grab this public IP address colon 8080 by removing that slash, but make sure whatever the security group you are using, so that security group is open with port number 8080. That's important thing. So you go here, add role, custom TCP. I'm going to give 8080 anywhere, then save rules. All right, so now go here. Right, you can see this is my second app. That is what I have written in this index.html for our second application. Okay, so this PM2 is a very useful tool to run multiple, or to run in detached mode or non-interactive mode. All right, that's all about running a Node.js application in Amazon Linux. I hope you guys find this video helpful. So if you want more videos on Amazon Web Services, so please subscribe, and see you again in next video. Thank you guys.